Yeah,
Let me share
because
my
sometimes it
screen.
works and sometimes it doesn't.
So which browser you are using?
I'm on Safari right now.
Safari.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this website it should run everywhere because this is not
Okay.
fixed only for this Chrome. So this
Yeah.
is your mail. Find birthday.
Hmm.
Actually, this is not for finding birthday. This is for calculating age because we are taking input the birthday from user. Do you understand? So its name should be
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
age, not find birthday.
Hmm.
Let me download it. Okay, it is running. No, micro contest. So where is your folder? Teacher on. So you have already designed the form. Okay. So now only we have to implement the
Yeah,
logic.
I've done some of it.
Yes, yes, I'll change this.
Yeah.
Let me save this file with a different name. Find age. Okay. This is age calculator.
Yeah.
So here we can write age calculator. So this form is there and its name is age. You can put its name age form.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
So now the name of our form is age form.
Yeah.
Then enter your date of birth, date, month, and year. And then yeah, here this is correct. This is find age. And on click equal to, can you guess what you should write here?
Um,
Ah,
document dot age.
no, no, you are already having this function find birthday. Actually, its name should be find age. Okay. So we should do what? We should
Okay.
simply call this function here find age.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because we are already having this function find age. So when user will click on this button,
Hmm.
okay, then it will call this function.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
very common thing. Let me run this file in the browser. This function is being displayed here. Do you see?
Yeah.
So why it is so? That means you have not used the script tag. Just see, the script tag is starting here, it is closing here, and this function, this is outside the script tag. It should
Oh,
be
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Actually, now this becomes the part of HTML. That's why it is displayed there.
Yeah.
Here,
Okay.
we should write here. First of all, you need to check whether control is coming here or not. Let us delete all these things from here. For that purpose, we will put this simple alert. If this hello will appear after clicking on the button, that means the function is being called. Yes, hello is there. So next, what we have to do, we have to fetch the value of this date, month, and year. Okay.
Hmm.
So we're having variables one for date, then month, and then year. So first of all, we need to capture those values, whether the user has entered a date or not, whether the user has entered a month or not, or whether the user has entered a year or not. Okay, so we will write like this:
Yeah.
gov underscore date equal to document dot date, document dot or form name. So form name is find age form. I think its name is age form. Yeah, age
Yeah.
dot date dot value. You understand this
Yeah.
syntax? Means the date
Yeah.
in
You
which
just
yes. So this will be stored in this variable, dob date.
yeah.
Likewise,
Yeah.
likewise, we need to also capture dob month. So this will be month dot value, and then we need to capture dob year. And the first thing is that in this dob date, dob month, and dob year, it should not be empty. So if anyone is empty, that means the date of birth is not correct.
Yeah.
So we can just check if
Okay.
dob date is equal to blank, or dob month is equal to blank, or dob year is equal to blank. If anyone is blank, so here
Hmm.
we can put an alert message: valid date of birth. And if this is not the case, then in the else part we have to write the logic. Let us first
Okay.
of all check whether this is working or not. First of all, refresh this. Now suppose everything is blank. Yes, invalid date of birth. Suppose it is having some value and it is also having some value, but this is blank. Again, invalid date of birth. Means we need to put everything. How it is working. So here, what we have to
Yeah.
do in this part. Now we are already having three variables: dob date, dob month, and dob year. So in this part here we need to define current date, current month, and current year. Means today's date and today month and today year. So now we can write like this: where today equal to new. So this today is a variable. It represents the today date.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can write where today date equal to today dot get date. Similarly, get month. So we have to call this one month. Then today year and get full year. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we are having these three variables: today date. So, do you know the logic how to calculate the age of a person if you know it's his this date of birth? Let me explain it. There is
No,
logic.
no. Yeah.
We have to implement that logic here also using if else statement or something like
Okay.
that.
Hmm.
What we do, suppose so today's year is 220 2020. This is month and this is day. Okay. Now suppose there is a person whose age, whose date of birth is 2001, and suppose it is 6 and this is 5. So this one, this is today, and this one, this is DOB. And here we will calculate the age. How to calculate the age?
Okay.
This part, this is the year part, this
Yeah.
is the month part, and this is the date part. So first of all, we will
Hmm.
start comparing from the age part. So here, just see, we need to
Yeah.
subtract this 5 from 2. Okay, so this 5
Hmm.
cannot be subtracted from 2. So there will be a system of carry. So we will take carry from
Yeah.
here. We will take carry from here. So
Yeah.
when we will take carry from month, so 1 month will be reduced from here, and it will be added.
Yeah.
So 1 month
Yeah.
generally contains 30 days. So 30 will come here.
Yeah.
Now this is
Okay.
32. 32 minus 5. How much?
25. Oh, 27.
27. Okay. Now this becomes 4. Okay.
Hmm.
So now we
Yeah.
need to subtract this 6 from 4. So it is not possible. So again we will take a carry here from here. So this is year.
Yeah.
So 1 year will be carried
Yeah.
from here, and 1 year is containing 12 months. Okay. So 12 plus
Yeah.
4. So 12 plus 4 is 16.
16.
16 minus 6,
Yeah.
that is 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this becomes 2019.
29. Yeah.
No, 2019, because 1 year is subtracted from here,
Yeah.
and then minus
Yeah.
2001. So it will be
Hmm.
18. So the person age is 18 years, 10 months, and 27 days.
Okay.
This is the logic. This
Understood.
is the this is
Hmm.
the 18 years, 10 months, and 27 days. So the thing is that if we start from
Okay.
this part, means first of all we need to check.
Yeah.
Actually, what we have to do, we have to subtract DOB date from today date. But at that moment, we have to
Yeah.
check whether this DOB date is less than or equal to today date or not. If it is less than equal to, then simply subtract it. But if this date is more than this date, means if DOB date is more than
Yeah.
today date, then we need to take a carry
Yeah.
and then we have to subtract it. So we have to write a if else statement here. Okay. So here we will write this thing.
Yeah.
Now we will define three other variables: the age, date, age, month, and age, year. Okay. And then here. Now what we will do? We will write like this. If, just see here, if this date is smaller than or equal to this date, then there is no problem. We have to simply subtract this from
Yeah.
this. So this is DOB date
Hmm.
and this is today date. Okay.
Yeah.
So if DOB date is less than equal to today date, means if DOB date is less than equal to today date, then in this case age date should be equal to today date minus DOB date. Do you understand?
Hmm. Yeah.
And else, if this is not the case, then what we have to do, we have to take carry from here, month. So in that case, what will happen? First of all, we need to decrease this month by 1. So which month? Today month. First of all, we need to
Hmm.
decrease today month by 1. So we have to write ki today month minus minus. And then we need
Yeah.
to add 30 to today date. That means
Yeah.
today date plus equal to 30. And
Hmm.
after this, now we need to subtract, do the subtraction. Today date minus DOB date,
Okay.
it should be equal to age date. It's like, do you understand this logic?
Yeah.
This is for the date calculation, how we are calculating the date.
Yeah.
Similarly, now we have to write the logic for this part, this month part. First of all, we need to check whether this month is less than equal to this month or not. That means that whether the DOB month is less than equal to today month or not. So we will write here if DOB month is less than equal to today month or not. If this is the case, that then in that case age month should be equal to
Today month.
today month minus DOB month.
Yeah.
Else. And if this is not the case, then again, first of all, we have to take carry. So carry should be taken from year. That means first of all, today year
Hmm.
should be subtracted by 1 and 12 should be added here. Okay. So we have
Yeah.
to write today
Hmm.
year minus minus. Today year minus minus. Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Hmm. Today month plus 12.
yes, today month plus equal to 12. Not simply plus 12, plus equal to
Okay.
today month plus equal to 12. Do you understand? And then
Yeah.
after this, we have to use this calculation. Means now this age month, it should
Got
be
it.
calculated. And in the last, there is no checking for this year because we are just assuming that if this DOB, it is less than today year. Ideally, we should also check it
Hmm.
in the beginning whether this one is which one is the larger because always this DOB, it must be lower than the today.
Less.
Then and
Yeah.
only then they should be calculated. Otherwise, it will go to the negative side. Okay. For example,
Yeah.
if I will just illustrate you how to check that. So here, what we will do? Okay, we will simply write ki age year equal to today year minus DOB year. Age year equal to today year minus DOB year.
Hmm.
You understand this logic? Ki how we have implemented this logic?
Yeah.
This is for the date calculation. This is for the month
Yeah.
calculation, and this is the year
Hmm.
calculation. Now, once everything is calculated,
Yeah.
so what we have to do? Okay, we have to put that value here. So
Yeah.
initially, we will not display anything here. Okay, it will come at the runtime because
Okay.
when the date of birth is correct, then and only then it should display some message. So its name is
Okay.
display
Yeah.
area, its ID is display area. So here we can
Yeah.
do after calculating this area. Here we can write a document dot get element by ID, and our ID is display area dot inner HTML equal to. Here we can write your age is, then age year
Hmm.
plus years and plus age plus months and plus age
Date.
date plus age.
Days.
Do you understand this logic? This
Yeah.
is simply the text. It will display this message. Now let us refresh this. By default, it will display invalid date of birth. Okay. Now
Hmm.
suppose we are having some date, then month, and any year. Let us write this here like this. Do you see? Your age is 19
Yeah.
years and months and 0 days. And if you will increase this, suppose it is 4. Now this is 19 years,
Hmm.
9 months and 20. So do you see how
Hmm.
it is working?
Yeah.
So here what we have done, okay, this is our form. And here we are making use of
Yeah.
JavaScript. Actually, lot of websites are there, okay, which are making lot of money
Hmm.
using this type of logic. Let me show you.
Okay.
Just go to Google because these type of programs are very interesting programs. And
Hmm.
here search age calculator. So do you see? And the first
Yeah.
one is this calculator.net. Actually, this website,
Hmm.
it is having lot of calculators. Okay, it is having not
Okay.
any database or anything. This is, but it is getting lot of money using
Yeah.
this type of advertisement. Okay, because this
Hmm.
SEO part is very handy here, and this is only the text. Okay, and here the form is there. So now it is taking input two
Yeah.
things, and by default, do you see? By default, it is displaying today's date here.
Yeah.
We can also do this. We can also do this.
Hmm.
If you want to display the today date, then we can. I will just tell you how to do this, and then simply for date of birth, change your month, change your day, and then change your year. For year, okay, this calendar button is also there. No, manually just change it from here. Suppose it is 2001, and then calculate. See its output. In
Yeah.
different formats it is displaying. First of all, it is displaying 18 years, 10 months, and 22 days. Then it is displaying this 126 months and 22 days. Then in terms of weeks and
Hmm.
days. Then only in terms of days. Then in terms of hours. Then in terms of minutes. And then in
Yeah.
terms of seconds. So everything is calculated
Yeah.
using JavaScript here. Everything is calculated using
Hmm.
JavaScript. Okay. And then again, this calendar is here.
Okay.
Then this form is here. Okay. And then this blog is here.
Hmm.
So this website owner, it is doing nothing. He has only this form here.
Yeah.
Okay. And its name is calculator.net. That means it is containing so many calculators. This is the one calculator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then here, this all calculators is there. Just see how many calculators are
Yeah.
there. So once
Hmm.
all these programs are written, anyone can come here and then use this. The only thing is that if on every page, this type of advertisement is there. And this is Google
Yeah.
Ad, Google. I think this is Google AdSense. Okay. And using this advertisement, he is just making so many the money and all these things. Okay. So using
Yeah.
this programming part, you can do something like this. But actually, in this case, this SEO is very important. Search engine optimization means after developing the web page and writing all the programs, you need to also write some content there. For example, this mortgage calculator is here. Okay. So this form is here
Hmm.
for mortgage calculation, and then these are the graphs and charts. Okay, and then this text is very much important because when we are searching on the Google,
Yeah.
then Google is
Yeah.
searching this page on the basis of this one. And just when I'm searching this
Okay.
age calculator, then this is the first website that is coming in the search result. This is very important. This is the
Okay.
second one. This is the third one. So where our age calculator, our page will be displayed. This is very important because generally the user will do what? He will simply click on this, the first page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this JavaScript knowledge, this is very important. You can develop the page. You can write the. You can develop the web page with different types of forms. Okay. For example, you already know okay, how to calculate the factorial of a number, how to display the table of a number.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hmm.
this type of programs you can just write and then put on your web page with some content with some
Okay.
blog. Okay. Then this becomes very interesting. So then someone will
Hmm.
come to your site and then he will use those programs. Okay. So here
Yeah.
on this page, by default, we can also change our program in that way. By default, today date will be displayed here. This date, this month. At this
Okay.
moment, what is happening? Everything is blank. So this is not
Yeah.
good. What we should do? By default, we should put today date here, today month here, and today year here.
Hmm.
So can you guess how
Okay.
it can be achieved? Because we are already having this today date here, today month here. But the thing is that this function, this find days function, it is only called
Hmm.
when we are clicking on this button.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we want to do, we want to do that even this page is loaded. When this
Hmm.
page is loaded, then by default, this this date it should be populated with the current date. This month it should be populated with the
Yeah.
current month. Okay. So for that purpose, we
Yeah.
don't need to write the code in that function, but outside the function or inside other function. That function should be called when the page is loaded. Something like this. There are two possibilities.
Okay.
One possibility is that we can write a separate function to auto populate all the fields of this
Yeah.
form. Okay, and then we can call that function when the page is loaded. So in that case, we can write like this: body and onload. There is an event onload means when the page will be loaded. Okay,
Hmm.
then here we can write a function. Suppose our function name is a fill fill up form. So this is our function because what we are
Hmm.
going to do, we are just going to fill up the form. Now here we can define the second function and then fill up the form. Now in this function, what we should do? If we should just first of all calculate today's date, today's month, and today's year. So this code is already here.
Hmm. Yeah.
This code is already here.
Hmm.
Okay. And after this, now what we are having? We are having today date in this variable. We are having today month in this
Yeah.
variable, and we are having today year in this variable. Now the next remaining thing is
Yeah.
that we should put this value of this variable in our form. Okay. So in our case, our form name is age form. So here we can write document dot age form dot date dot value equal to today date.
Today date. Hmm.
Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Then we can write document dot age form dot month
Dot month.
dot value equal to today month.
Today month. Yeah.
Then we can write document dot age form dot year dot value equal to today year.
Today. Yeah. Hmm.
That's all. So when this function will be called, this fill up form,
Yeah.
then what it will do? It will calculate today date and then it will fill all the components. Let us check it. Do you see?
Yeah.
Month is wrong
Yeah.
because it is starting from zero. That's why it is
Hmm.
starting from zero. That's why it is wrong. Okay. So what we
Yeah.
can do? Okay, we can add here +1.
Hmm.
Now this is fine. This
Yeah.
is correct. But while
Hmm.
calculation, we have to keep in the mind this thing. Okay, it is starting from zero. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the one of the example. Okay, and actually at this moment, what we have done, okay, we have used this event whose name is on load. But there is no,
Yeah.
we can also do without this. Suppose we have not used this method, this event. Okay,
Okay.
it is not there. So now in this case, what we should do, when this page is loaded, then control first of all goes
Hmm.
to this body tag, then this form is displayed, and
Yeah.
then this control comes to this script tag. Okay. Now
Yeah.
this function is defined whose name is find age. Then this function
Yeah.
is defined whose name is field up form. Okay. So
Hmm.
this function find age, it will be called
Huh.
when someone will click on this button. Okay. And
Okay.
this function it should be automatically called when the page is loaded. So what we can do, we can simply call it here. Just after defining it, we can call it. That's all. Means here we are defining it, and then here we are calling it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So as soon as it will be called, it will fill up the form. Output is same.
Yeah.
Do you see how it is happening?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
different types of things are there. This type of thing we can do. Okay, and now we can also do different types of error checking, because at this moment what we have done, we have only checked whether this is empty or not or something like this. Suppose someone is
Hmm.
entering his year as future. Now what will happen? It is -3. So this is wrong.
Yeah. Hmm.
So at least we should check if this year it should not be the more than the current year.
Hmm.
Okay, we should
Okay.
get. This is the first checking. Then suppose it is now suppose this is not this is the current year. Okay. Now suppose someone is just increasing this date again -1 year. This is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this date, this month, this year, it should all be checked whether it is having the proper value or not. Let me check whether
Hmm.
it is checked here or not. Just a minute. So as of date of birth. Okay. So suppose date of birth is 10th. Yes, just say date of birth needs to be earlier than the age. Do you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
So this type of error checking it should also be done. Okay. So for that purpose, what we can do,
Huh.
we can make use of concept of timestamp. There is a concept of timestamp. Just let me open your
Okay.
file. That is very interesting concept because every time can be represented in terms of timestamp. And timestamp is
Okay.
nothing, but it is simply the number of seconds. Okay. This is the concept of today it is May 2nd. Time stamp. Okay. Every date and time can be represented in terms of timestamp. The time stamp is the total number of seconds elapsed since 1st January 1970. Okay. To get the time stamp, we can
Mhm.
use the method get time. And to change the time stamp, we can use the method set time. Okay. So here,
Okay.
when someone is clicking, here we are doing this validation here. So first of all, we are checking whether this date of birth is blank or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is blank, then we are displaying a invalid date of birth. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
what we can do in the else part here, here we can again we can do some this error checking. This date of birth, it must be less than the correct today date. Okay. So here this today date is this one. This is today. Okay. And
Hmm.
where is the date? DOB. DOB is not there. So let us first of all get that. Okay, where DOB equal to new and then date. And here we can pass. It was hour, minute, second. No, it is not written here. Let me open the file. This one, date.html. Yes, year, month, and then day.
Yeah.
So here we should pass DOB year, then DOB month, and then DOB date. Okay.
Hmm.
Then we should write where DOB time stamp equal to DOB dot get time. Similarly, here we can write where today time stamp equal to today dot get time. Okay. Now we should check whether this DOB time stamp is more than this one. So if DOB time stamp is more than today time, that means this is wrong. It should not happen.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
here we can do a checking like this. If DOB time stamp is more than today time stamp, then again we can put some message. DOB must be a date before today. Okay. And if this is not the case, then in this case we can do all the calculation. This part, this calculation
Yeah.
part, it will go inside that else part. Let
Hmm.
us copy it from here up to this point. And it should go inside this else part. Do you understand?
Yeah.
here. So how it is? Okay, it should be there should be one more tab like this.
Hmm.
Now we are checking this type of error checking also.
Yeah.
Uh, Now suppose here is yes, DOB must be a date before today.
Yeah.
Do you understand this? How it
Yeah.
is working? Okay. So on the basis of
Yes.
this, okay, on the basis of this, what you can do, you
Hmm.
can just here, just see. Here it is taking two dates. One is the date of birth, and then this one age of the date of age
Yeah.
at the date of.
Hmm.
So we will not
Yeah.
when this. Suppose what we will do, uh, we will take two dates. Okay, date of
Yeah.
mother and date of daughter, something like this.
Okay.
Date of
Yeah.
mother and date of daughter. Okay,
Hmm.
and by default both will contain today date. Then the
Okay.
user will have to set the date of the daughter and the date of mother. Okay, and then
Okay.
the program will say कि mother is how much older than this
Yeah.
how much older than this daughter, something like this, or the daughter is how much
Yeah.
younger than the mother.
Okay.
So in that case, we have to again do the calculation. Do you understand? And you can arrange
Yeah.
all the elements like this. Means here you can write mother's date of birth, and then here you can write daughter's
Hmm.
date of birth, and then
Yeah.
this calculate button is there. Okay, calculate or check button is
Correct.
there, and then when someone will click here, then it will display the message. It is like this.
Okay.
And again, there we have to check कि both date of birth should be valid, means they should not be
Hmm.
older than the today, and
Yeah.
mother's date of birth must be earlier than the date of birth of daughter,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay. So let me write it here.
Okay.
Let me write it here. Second May 21. Design page to take input mother DOB and daughter DOB. Okay. Then
Yeah.
after taking validations, calculate the difference in their age,
Each.
like this. It's just for practice.
Understood. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, in this program, we are handling two dates also in this program.
Hmm.
But one date we are taking input and another date is current date by default.
Yeah.
Now you need to take input both the dates, and
Hmm.
then you need to validate both the dates, whether both dates are valid or not. And if they are valid,
Okay.
then you can just calculate and then display the difference between the age of the mother and the age of the daughter.
Okay.
Okay. So if it is
Okay.
completed, then from today we will start learning the next topic, the string handling.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me send files to you first of all. Whether all the files are saved or not. Yes, it is saved. These three files are there. Why? Okay, this is wrong. You have to just only these two are correct. This JavaScript and find is.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
just complete these two tasks.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.